This is a really classical bread. Flour, salt, yeast and water, nothing else. Start by adding the water. Take the yeast and make sure it gets dissolved in the water. When we use this little yeast, it's important to add the salt so that can get dissolved too. And then the flour. And then you have to stir the mixture a little bit until you get a very wet dough. And it's okay if it's lumpy, because it'll raise for such a long time that that will even it out. So you don't have to do the work. The yeast will do it for you. Like this. This is fine. Cover it so it doesn't dry out. And then 8 to 12 hours later, it'll look like this. It has risen a lot. Add a bit of oil on some kind of container where you can let it rise for 2 hours more. I like these ceramics because it sticks really poorly. First we have to shape the dough a little bit. Not a lot, just enough to make it raise the right way. Fold it once, fold it twice, and then one more time perhaps, and that's it. That's all the handling of the dough you have to do. And now it has to raise for 2 hours. I add a little bit of flour. You can use a coarse whole wheat flour if you want to. It's pretty, and it works even better than regular flour. Cover it, and now we have to bake it. I take a hot pan out of the oven. It has been in the oven for half an hour. It's important that it's hot, otherwise the dough will stick to the bottom and you cannot get it out of the pan again. You can hear it. The sizzling when you add it. Put on the lid and back in the oven. And then after about half an hour, I take off the lid. It has risen to the final size, but it's still too pale. Now we have to make some crust, and about 15 minutes more and we'll be there. And that's it. Notice how it was released from the pan without any trouble. And the bread is done. It's the most simple bread you can make. So try it and enjoy. And you can find the list of ingredients and the recipe on kvalifood.